YouTube was happening with it. It's been a minute since I came at y'all with a video. Your boy been out here grinding, hitting them roads, hitting them interstates, going state to state, switching lane to lane. But yeah, I've been out for a while. That's why I ain't seen no video. Heading home now. I got a load on this truck, 8,000 pounds. I'm over here in North Carolina. I got a 11 o'clock p.m. delivery, so I got down here, as quick as I could, and I'm gonna shut down for the day, and then make my delivery, and then I'm gonna slide to the house after that. But I figured, I wanted to touch on something right quick. I wanted to touch on a little something that I see a lot of all the time on the Facebook pages, and just in general when it comes to other independent contractors. Everybody talks about the rates. Everybody talks about the rates. The rates are down right now. I'm not working for this much. I'm not moving unless I make over $3 a mile. I need to make this much per day. I might as well park my truck and sit at the house if the rates are gonna. People keep telling me the rates is gonna go up. People keep saying the rates are gonna go up. Here's the way I see it. You, especially if you are an owner operator, if you pick all your own loads, you in a way can negotiate, the rates, a little bit. You can always ask for something. You shouldn't be complaining. You really shouldn't. I mean, there are guys out here with their own truck that are leased on to some of these mega carriers and some of these other companies out there. They can't negotiate nothing. They get to say how long they want to be out probably, and how long they can, how long they want to stay home. But they get paid a certain amount per mile plus fuel surcharge, more than likely. That's it. We get a lot more freedom as far as what we can do and how we go about doing things. So everybody who's, saying stuff, oh, I don't want to move my truck if the rate's not there, or the rates are low, so, I'm going to just stay at home. I'm about to leave, whether you're with Landstar or anybody else. At the end of the day, you're a business owner. You got to learn to take the goods with the bads. I haven't been with Landstar that long. This is my first year. But I seen what the rates were like when I first started here. I seen what they was like, and it was nice. I was loving it. Some people say it'll probably never be like that again. So guess what? You got to take the good with the bad. You got to roll with the punches. More importantly, overall, you got to learn to adapt and overcome. Simple as that. Think about it. When you start running your own business, if, say for instance, you own a restaurant, you own a shoe store, you own some kind of hair salon, a car wash, don't matter what kind of business it is, if your sales drop, are you going to decide to not go to work because the sales ain't there? I'm sure you're not. I'm not getting enough sales, so I might as well just keep the doors closed today. But I guarantee you, if you don't go to work, them doors are going to close permanently. Same concept with your truck. If them sales drop, you got to figure out a way to bring them, bring in close to what you were making. You're probably going to take a drop in pay anyway. You're going to take a cut. But I'd rather keep myself moving and make something than to sit around not making hardly anything because I'm looking for that $3 or $4 a mile load. That's the same thing that these guys out here doing with their restaurants, car washes, hair salons, nail boutiques, all these other small businesses out here. What do you think they do when their sales drop? They figure out a way to adapt and overcome. When their sales go down too low, they're still gonna go to work. Okay, what can I do? Let's. If it's a restaurant, they're probably gonna add something new to the menu. They're gonna probably add a happy hour or do something to bring in some extra sales to their restaurant. Whether it's new drinks, cut the price in half on drinks. What do you think grocery stores and everybody do? Stuff goes on clearance. Because what does that do? That draws you in. That's called upselling. Every store does it. You walk through a door of a grocery store or whatever, and as soon as you walk in, you'll probably see little tables set up with stuff on clearance. Now, once you look at that stuff, you might pick a few things up. Oh, that's a good deal. I can get 4 little containers of seasoning for $1. Now, once you get that, you drawn into the store some more, right? You're gonna go in there, you're gonna start going and getting what you need. The more you walk around the store, the more stuff you see that possibly may be on sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one half off. The end caps on every aisle stuff is usually on sale. They usually got stuff at the ends in the middle, like little tables set up to draw you further into the store. Stuff on sale. 9 times out of 10, if you buy that stuff, you're gonna buy other stuff in the store anyway, other than what you already went in the store to buy. If you own a clothing store, it's the same thing. Clothing stores, when traffic gets slow, what do? They cut prices 70% off. Because they know once you go in that store, oh, it's a good deal. I've been waiting to get this dress for 3 or 4 months. They didn't even have it in the store last year. Blah 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 blah. That's females talking. So what happens? They go in that store, they get that dress, but while they in there, they still looking around. They're gonna buy 2, 3, maybe 4 other things that's still at regular price. The store's making that money back. So if everybody else out here as a business owner could come out here and do what they can and make money when sales get slow, you should do the same thing as an independent contractor. If them rates is not what it's supposed to be at, okay, instead of complaining about, oh, I'm not moving my truck for this rate, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, find the next best load. Find the next best paying load that suits your needs. Do whatever you can to clear your bottom line. And then once your bottom line is clear, everything else is you. Simple as that. The same thing everybody else out here is doing, running their business, clearing their bottom line. What can I do to keep my doors open? You as a truck driver, as an independent contractor, what can I do to keep this truck rolling, to keep my expenses paid up, keep my bills at home paid up, keep my family happy, keep myself happy? If the rates ain't there, negotiate to get as much as you can. If it's unloading, loading pay, stop, detention, or if you better be trying to get detention if you're sitting there more than 2 hours and you ain't get loaded or unloaded yet. Tolls. Hell, I had extra put on mine. It was only $50, but I pulled a hazmat load. They gave me an extra $50 just because it was hazmat, and I didn't want to pull it at the time. It was a little heavier than I wanted to. And that ain't the first time. I done pulled a load where I went to a warehouse, and a lot of times the warehouse, you're supposed to always be prepared, but hey, it was my learning experience, because a lot of warehouses, if you're pulling a hazmat load, they supply placards for you. This particular warehouse didn't. So what I do? I hit the agent up. Hey, they don't have placard for me. Yeah, it's simple as that. If I got to go out of my way to go buy placards, then I need to be compensated for that drive time, that extra time that took me to get there, and a little bit of work I put in. $250 extra added to my, to the load. Little things like that. If the rate is not the way you want it to be, ask for more. It never hurts to ask for more. They may say no, they may not. But if they want that load moved, I'm not saying you got to be crazy about it, but it doesn't hurt to say, ask for a little bit extra. I'm not gonna say, hey, I can't do it for this, but if you can add an extra $100, $200, just tell them, I really can't move it for that much. It's around the ballpark of what I'm looking for, but I can't move it for that price. 9 times out of 10, The agent's gonna tell you to hold on or whatever. They're gonna call the broker or whoever and see what they can talk about and come back with something a little bit better. It may not even be an extra $200 or $300. It could be an extra 80. It don't matter. Any extra little bit counts. But do that on every load, because every load is not going to be a load you want to pull for whatever is paying. So roll with the punches, learn to adapt, because everything is not always going to go your way out here. Simple as that. You know, as business owners, that's what you got to do out here to stay afloat. Learn to adapt and overcome. What do you think all these big name brands out here do? For instance, when it comes to clothes and shoes, you know, game systems, electronics, jewelry, they follow wherever the trend is going. That's how they keep their sales up. Why do you think there's a new phone out every 6 months to a year? There's some kind of new computer, smartwatch, whatever, out every 6 months to a year. There's something new coming out. New shoes coming out all the time. There's so much stuff they have to keep up with. You got to do just like people, you know, on some of the Facebook pages say, study the trends, you know, follow the market, study the market. That's what other people out here are doing with their own businesses. They're studying and following the trends to see where they can profit from. Follow which crowds and which generations they can profit from. Because if you keep following the same routine, targeting the same people, you're going to lose money. Adapt and overcome, follow the trends. Adapt and overcome, follow whatever lane is making the money. It may not be $3 a mile, $3.50, $4 a mile. If you got to jump down to $2, $2.50, whatever, do it. At the end of the day, in my opinion, it's not about taking the highest paying load. It's about consistency and staying moving. I'd rather take 3 to 4 $2 loads a week versus 1 or 2 $3.50 to $4 loads per week. Because them loads is not going to be out there as much as the rest of them $2 and $2.50 loads every, you know, $2.50 a mile loads. Adapt and overcome, follow the trends. Simple as that. I'm not starving. I put it to you like that. My bottom line is being met. You know, I had a struggle, you know, early in the year with a lot of struggle pairs, but I finally got everything figured out, got everything taken care of, because me, I'm not going to give up, period. I don't care how tired I may look, how frustrated I may get. I'm not giving up. Because at the end of the day, I'm in it to win it. We all out here for the same reason. Out here to make this money. And hell, me personally, I just like being behind the wheel. Everything I did was behind the wheel, other than the military. So I just enjoy it. So it's a plus for me. It ain't really a job. I'm getting paid to do something that I actually enjoy doing. You know? So that's pretty much all I'm going to say for the day. At the end of the day, keep all 18 down, keep them between the ditches. Be safe out there. Always remember, adapt and overcome. Y'all be easy.